Jai Shri Ram. By the grace of Lord Sri Krishna, Lord Sri Jagannath, Lord Sri Ram, we will continue the story of Ramayana Part 3 War. Chapter 3 Ram confronts the ocean. If you have not watched the previous chapter of Ramayana, you may go to the playlist and watch all the videos so that you can connect the story of Ramayana from the beginning till to this chapter. The chapter 3 is started like this. Vibhishana had decided to join Ram. He crossed the ocean and arrived at Ram's camp in less than an hour. The intelligent Rakshasa stayed in the air and asked to see the leader of the monkeys. Sugriva quickly appeared, seeing the five huge Rakshasa in the sky wearing armors and adorned with celestial jewels. He was apprehensive. He thought carefully. Had the Rakshasa come to attack the monkeys? Perhaps this was some kind of a cunning trick, of which Rakshasa were so fond. Sugriva looked closely at Vibhishana. The Rakshasa looked like a mountain or a cloud and vied with Indra in splendor. All five Rakshasa were holding various weapons. Sugriva spoke to Hanuman. Surely these Rakshasas have some malicious intentions at heart. Let us take off rocks and trees. Leaping into the air, we shall quickly finish them before they can execute their plan. As Sugriva spoke, Vibhishana addressed him from the sky. There is an evil Rakshasa by the name of Ravana. I am his brother Vibhishana. He carried away Ram's consort by using trickery and deceit. Although I repeatedly advised him to return the princess, the demon would not listen. I have thus come here to seek Ram's shelter. Vibhishana asked the monkeys to inform Ram of his presence. Sugriva was still highly suspicious. He ran up to Ram and said, "One of the enemy has suddenly made his appearance here. No doubt he seeks an opportunity to kill us when we are unaware. Perhaps he is a spy. There, there may be other invisible Rakshasa around. No trust should ever be reposed in these demons. Please tell us how we should deal with this one." Sugriva told Ram Vibhishana's name and who he was, as well as what he said. The monkey's king were sure that Vibhishana had evil intentions and had been sent there by Ravana himself. He suggested that the Rakshasa and his followers be killed immediately. Ram listened carefully. He looked around at the other monkey's chief who sat with him. "You have heard Sugriva's suggestion. What what do the rest of you think?" Each of them gave their opinion. They all felt that Vibhishana was to be treated with the utmost caution and suspicion, that he should be interrogated and tested before they placed any trust in him. Ram then turned to Hanuman and asked his opinion. The monkey had studied all the scriptures, and bowing to Ram, he replied, "Although you are well able to ascertain for yourself these Rakshasa intentions, you have not nevertheless seek your opinion out of humility and kindness. I shall therefore speak my feeling in this regard. In my view, we should accept Vibhishana as our own. I do not think he has any devious purpose. Hanuman said that he had not detected any deceit in the speech or expression of Vibhishana. If a person has ill motives, then it is always revealed in their expressions. Hanuman felt that Vibhishana had wisely decided that Ram's cause was superior to Ravana. It appeared that the Rakshasa was moral and desired to assist Ram. Having given his opinion, which differed from that of his companion, Hanuman asked Ram for his view. Ram thanked all of them for their suggestion and then said, I cannot refuse to receive a person who has sought my shelter. Whatever his intention, I must accept a supplicant. This is never condemned in the eyes of good people. Sugriva was alarmed by Ram's statement. He was still convinced that Vibhishana was inimical. The Monkey King tried again to convince Ram. What does it matter whether his intentions are good or bad? Sugriva argued. After all, he is a Rakshasa and will always revert to his own nature. Furthermore, if he can abandon even his own brother, then how can we ever trust him as our friend? Sugriva wanted Vibhishana to be taken captive and perhaps even killed. The Rakshasa was Ravana's brother. His uh, allegiance to Ram would never exceed his deeper attachment to his own people. Sugriva looked anxiously at Ram, who smiled and replied gently, your concerns are well founded, O noble Varnara, but I have given it carefully thought. Even if this demon is malevolent, what harm can he do? I can annihilate the entire horde of Rakshasa with my fingertip. Tip. We should not have any fear, and we should always abide by the instruction of the Vedas. Rama explained that even an enemy must be received with hospitality according to scriptural rules. If a person comes seeking shelter, then one must offer him protection even at the cost of one's own life. No consideration should be made of his intention, good or bad. If a supplicant is turned away and perishes as a result, then then he takes all the pure merits of the man who turned him away. Great sin is incurred by such neglect. Ram concluded, if a person come to me saying, I am yours, only once, then I shall give him courage and protection from all the danger forever after. This is my Solomon vow made here before you all. Even if Ravana himself come to me, I would not refuse him shelter. Bring Vibhishana here, for I have already granted him safety. Everyone present was moved. Everyone present was moved deeply by Ram's speech. With tears flowing from his eyes, Sugriva said, it is no wonder that you should speak in this way. O Ram, you are the best knower of what is right and are always devoted to virtue. My doubts are gone. Let's Vibhishana enjoy our friendship on an equal level with all of us. That is the view of Ram. Sugriva gave Vibhishana Ram's message, feeling reassured. The Rakshasa descended to the earth along with his devoted followers. He went before Rama and lay flat on the ground with his bejeweled hands touching Ram's feet, getting up onto his knee. He addressed Ram's respectfully. I am Bibhisana, the younger half brother of Ravana. Insulted by him, I have come here, abandoning my family, friends, and home. O Ram, you are the only shelter of all being. My very life now depends upon you. Ram glanced affectionately at Vibhisana. He spoke soothingly to the Rakshasa, welcoming him. Ram then asked him about Ravana's strength and weaknesses. Please tell me in truth all that you know about Ravana and Lanka. Vibhisana told Ram about Ravana's boon. He described the powers of Ravana's chief warriors, Kumbhakarna, Indrajit, Prahasta, Mohodara, and others. All of them were capable of facing the mightiest fighters even among the gods. Accompanied by them, Ravana had given battle to the four guardians of the universe, all of whom he rooted. Ram replied to Bibhisana, I have indeed heard of all the exploits of Ravana which you have truthfully related. Hear me now. After killing in battle the ten-headed Ravana along with his followers, I shall crown you king of Lanka. There need be no doubt whatsoever. I swear by my three brothers that I shall no return to Ayodhya without slaying Ravana with his sons. Folk and people. Vibhisana again bowed to Rama and promised to render him every assistance in the upcoming battle. Ram ordered Lakshmana to go at once and fetch some sea water. With that water, Ram immediately consulted Vibhisana as the ruler of Lanka. Witnessing this display of grace, all the monkeys leaped about joyfully, roaring and shouting, while Vibhisana sat with his head bowed. Hanumana then approached Bibhisana and asked how the army could possibly cross the ocean. After thinking for some while, Bibhisana suggested that Ram personally asked the ocean god to reveal some means of crossing. The ocean had been excavated by a great king in Ram's line, and thus the deity would no doubt wish to render him some service in return. Ram was pleased with Vibhisana's advice and he spared a seat of kusagrass on the seashore. He sat there and began to pray to the god to reveal himself. As Ram sat on the beach, Ravana spy flew over the Vanara's army. He determined its size and power and returned with all speed to Ravana. Fall, falling before the demon king, the spy submitted like another sea. A deep and immeasurable flood of a monkey and bears is moving towards Lanka. They are spread out for 100 miles in all directions. At their head are the two powerful Princess Rama and Lakshmana. Even now they are camped on the seashore, determining some means of crossing over it. Ravana became persuaded. He ordered a demon named Sukha to carry a message to Sugriva. Tell the monkey that he has nothing to gain by assaulting Lanka. He ordered, I have never done him any harm. What does it matter to him if I have carried of Sita? Ravana told Suka to warn Sugriva of it would not be possible for monkeys and bear to defeat Rakshasa. Not even the god could overpower Lanka. What then could a few mere mortal creatures do? They had best return peaceful to their own country. The powerful Sukha turned himself in a large bird and flew swiftly across the sea. The sloop over the monkey army and found Sugriva. From the air, the Rakshasa delivered Ravana's message, but even as he was speaking, the monkey suddenly sprang up and dragged them down. They began to beat them violently. Sukha cried out to Ram for mercy. Only an envoy who has spoken his own view rather than his master message deserves death. O Ram, I have faithfully related Ravana's message and should therefore not be slain. Ram ordered the monkeys to let Sukha go. The demon again rose into the air and asked for Sugriva's reply to Ravana. The monkey king said to the demon, Ravana should be informed that I am neither his friend nor his well-wisher. Indeed, he has formed an enmity with Ram and is thus my sworn enemy as well. For stealing Sita from Ram, the demon deserves death at my hands, and that he shall receive to due course. Sugriva sent a message that Ravana would not escape even if he sought shelter in the furthermost part of the universe. He would certainly be killed along with his entire demon force. The Rakshasa was no match for Ram and his army. Ravana obviously lacked powers because he stole Sita when Ram was absent. He now faced a terrible calamity in the shape of Sugriva and his army. After Sukha had left, Ram sat with a concentrated mind at the edge of the sea. He meditated on the sea god Samudra and awaited patiently for him to appear. 3 days and nights passed as Ram sat motionless on the beach, but still the ocean deity did not come. Ram becomes enraged and he spoke to Lakshmana, just see the vanity of this god. Although I have sat here humbly beseeching his audience, he has not appeared. Alas, forbearance, gentleness, and politeness of speech are construct as weakness by the wicked. The world regards with respect only those who are arrogant, harsh, and uh, given to meting out strong punishments. O Lakshmana, neither fame nor victory nor even popularity can be owned by conciliation. I say, consolation. I shall therefore stand with my bow and flaming arrow. I shall try off the ocean this very day. The monkeys may go on foot to Lanka. Watch now, I as I exhibit my powers. Ram was furious with Samudra, feeling insulted. He stood firmly on the beach, forcefully stringing his great bow. His eyes were red and his blast like the fire of universal destruction. He instantaneously released hundreds of feet arrow towards the sea. The ocean began to roar and rise up in massive billow. Cloud of steam covered its surface as the flaming arrow entered the water long, writing sea serpents and great dark whales were thrown about. Waves resembling the Mandara mountain were seen to rage up one after another, even far beneath the ocean. The Anavas and Nagas felt disturbed and cried out in distress. Lakshmana rushed towards Rama and held on his bow. There is no need display for this display, dear brother, he exclaimed. Man of your caliber, never give away to anger. Your purpose will surely be achieved without such violence. In the sky, invisible Rishis called out, "Oh Ram, hold, be at peace." But Ram anger did not abate. He placed upon his bow a large golden arrow and began think of mantras to invoke the Brahmastra. Stretching his bow with vehemence, he gazed furiously at the raging sea. Suddenly, the heavenly warrior, enveloped by darkness and fierce wind, flew. Large bolt of lightning were seen, and the earth itself shook. The ocean surged back a distance of 10 miles and rose up to a tremendous height. Ram stood immovable with his arrow trained on the water. Then suddenly, before everyone's sight, Samudra appeared rising up from the ocean. He seemed like the bright sun at dawn. He shone like a glossy black gems and was overdone with brilliant gold ornaments. He clad in red robes with a garland of red flowers. He had eyes like large lotus, a worth of celestial flowers crowned his head. On his chest was a prominent jewels which shed a white luster and around. Surrounded by many rivers goddesses, he came before Ram and placed before him a large heap of shining jewels taken from the ocean depth. He spoke in a sonorous voice. Every element has its natural state. O Ram, my nature is to be formless and unaffordable. I did not wish to deviate from my constitutional position, neither from the infatuation nor from fear. Nevertheless, I shall tell you the means by which I may be crushed by your army. The monkey named Nala is a son of Vishwakarma, the heavenly architect. He can construct a bridge over me which I will sustain. Samudra assured Rama that he would be able to cross him without fear. The deity would ensure that the fierce creatures inhabiting his depth would not be aggressive. Ram still stood with his arrow at the steady ready on his bow. However, he was now pleased with the sea god and he said, "This unfalling shaft must be released. Tell me, O abode of Varuna, where I should send this arrow." Samudra asked Ram to fire the arrow upon a part of which waters to the north. There were numerous sinful um, demons inhabiting that regions, and Samudra did not like his waters being populated by this toss. Rama assented and shooted his fairy arrow to the north, drying up the whole section of the ocean. Samudra then disappeared from view. Nala was enlivened with by the task that faced him. He informed Ram that he had been granted a boon by Vishwakarma, the god's engineer. who decreed that Nala's ability would equal his own. Nala was confident that he could build the bridge. He ordered the monkeys to fetch the necessary material. The monkey leaped about joyfully, applying themselves to the work with great energy. Soon there were thousands of trees and massive heaps of rocks peeled on the beach. Noah had them thrown into the sea, and they sent up huge slabs of water. Using length of creepers, the measure and make a straight line. Noah gradually constructed his bridge over the sea. The ocean allow even great rocks to float on his waters, binding together trees, trunks, rocks, and reeds. The monkeys built the bridge towards Lanka. On the first day, they covered over 100 miles, becoming even more enthusiastic. They built 150 miles on the second day and near 200 up on the third. This way, the bridge was completed in only 5 days and reached right across the ocean to the shore of Lanka. On the southern shore of Lanka stood Vibhisana and his ministers, mace in hand, ready to repulse and any Rakshasa who tried to attack the bridge. The god and the Gandharvas, along with the celestial Rishis, all stood in amazement as they gazed upon the bridge. It was 80 miles wide and 800 miles long. The monkey and bears swarmed onto it, shouting and roaring in joy. Like a great flood, they swept towards Lanka. In their forefront were Ram and Lakshmana mounted upon the blacks of Hanuman and Angada. Backs of Hanuman and Angada. They soon reached Lanka and ordered the army to encamp on the shore. Ram sat with Lakshmana and Sugriva. He told the Monkey King to have his troop ready for the battle at any time. He spoke of evil portents he had witnessed. Winds full of dust are blowing. The earth is quaking and trees are falling. Dark clouds are thundering and giving forth troughs of blood. On all sides there are furious breasts uttering fierce scream as they face the sun. Ram described many omens and said that they foretold the destruction of both armies. Eminent the heroes among the Vanaras, Boyars, and Rakshasa will soon be killed. Ram said gravely. Sugriva had the army arrayed in battle formation. They spread out and surrounded the city of Rakshasa from the eastern to western side. As they approached Lanka, they heard a deafening clamor of war drums from within. The monkeys rejoiced at hearing that the hair rising sound and they roared loudly, drawing out the drums. Hearing the terrifying roars, the demons clasped their weapons more tightly. Ram looked upon Lanka and felt a pang of separation from Sita. Here she was at last. The Bel Ravana also lay within this city, tormenting the anguishing princess. Ram was anxious to face the demon. He spoke to Lakshmana, here is the splendid city of Lanka, built along with by Vishwakarma. It looks like the sky filling with white clouds. Rama had the army displayed in a human shape formation with its arms reaching around the city. The most powerful monkey were stationed at the various key points. Ram himself, along with his brother, stood at the head of the formation. The monkeys took up a gigantic tree and a rock, saying to another, "Let us dash this city to pieces." Hope you got the story of Ramayana Part 3. How how Nolo prepared the Ram Setu with the grace of Lord Sri Ram. Hope you got some information regarding Ramayana. If you like the video, like the information, you may like the video, like, share, comment, and don't forget to say Jai Sri Ram, Jai Jagannath, Jai Sri Ram.